Roots was rooting kings and queens. It's King Roots, reaping my fruits. And it's another episode of Root Talk Podcast. Yeah, today's a very special episode. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, a real royal episode. And it's about building your credit and fixing your credit. You know, it's the rootdation to growth and living a royal lifestyle, y'all. So you can't live a royal lifestyle without, you know what I'm saying, the roots to the royal lifestyle and growing your credit. Nothing is built without credit and OPM. You got to use other people's money, y'all. You can't build credit without other people's money. So here we go. It's another episode 10, baby, 10 to get in. You know what I'm talking about? It's a royal lifestyle. The roots to a royal lifestyle. Roots! Let's get it, y'all. As I mentioned before, you know what I'm talking about? You can't do nothing without OPM and building your credit. This shit changed my whole life. It got me out the streets. It got me out from selling drugs, hustling, doing a lot of other things out here in these streets, and just changed my whole life and using other people's money and building credit. You know what I'm saying? So I always teach and recommend everybody get your fucking credit cleaned up, man. You can't do this shit. You're not going to be as big as you want. You can't live a royal lifestyle without building your credit. You know what I'm saying? And using other people's money. I don't care if it's credit in the streets. Shit, before I got fronted anything, I was already moving and taking care of people and paying my plugs back, letting them know. And shit, I'll even pay early. You know what I'm saying? Because I needed that credibility. You know what I'm talking about? So I can give you nothing. If I can't trust you with a little bit, shit, I can't trust you with a lot. You know, the roles reversed now. Now I'm giving it and living, you know what I'm saying, to people. And if you don't pay me on time, don't ask for Nathan. You ain't getting out a damn thing. Nini tata. Huh. You know what I'm talking about? So just make sure you on time with your payment. Same thing goes for the bank. Same thing goes for credit, funding, anything. Pay your credit on time. Pay your credit cards. Pay everybody back on time or even early, because you're going to be able to grow and you're going to be able to be trusted. So with that being said, it's always about the credit and being recommended and being credible. You know what I'm saying? So we can give you large amounts of funding, because nobody gonna give you nothing if you're not credible. You can't get that money and pay it back on time. So as you know, the USA has been in credit. America's been in credit. America's been in debt since 1773, y'all. That's before everybody was born right now living. So at the end of the day, use their money. As long as I owe you, you'll never be broke. You feel me? So don't get tricked. Don't get tricked by this system and thinking that you can't use your credit. And if you burn up your credit, you can't owe nobody. And I don't want to owe this person. I don't want to owe this bank. I don't want to owe. You have to owe so you can grow. You know what I'm saying? The real millionaires know that at the end of the day, everything is percentages. Everything is being fronted. Everything is credit to grow and scale a business. As long as you putting your money back inside of something, there's no room for growth. It's like you keep flipping. It's not enough income for you to really take off and grow to the strongest tree you'll ever be, you know what I'm saying, on roots. So with that being said, y'all, I'm going to continue to use their money, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, as long as I owe you, you'll never be broke, baby. Let's get it. You feel me? So on roots, you know, as I said before, the first step to building your credit is actually knowing what your credit status is. So the credit status, the credit score is called a FICO score. It ranges from 300 to about 850. 300 being poor, piss poor, you need to kick yourself in the ass, to 850 to excellent. Like, yeah, I'm out here crip walking, I'm walking and I'm talking, you understand me? So, you know, at the end of the day, it's like you want to always, of course, you want to be at the high, not the low. You want to have, the closer you are to 850, the more you're going to be able to get credible for funding and trusted for loans and things of that sort. So with that being said, you know, 300 to 850. The three credit bureaus are Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. You know what I'm saying? You want to pay attention to those at first, just to know what's your credit score, what's my status, what do I have to do to grow my credit, to clean my credit. If you fucked it up, don't worry, we got you. I'm literally giving y'all the roots to growing and my whole ebook right now. So I hope y'all paying attention. This ebook right here is worth $1,500. So I'm giving y'all $1,500. Really, this is $1 million worth of game. I just packaged it up for $1,500 so y'all can do it yourself. So this is a DIY program to cleaning your credit and building your credit, y'all. So pay attention, listen up. I ain't gonna repeat myself. Know your status. Know what you got going on. So with that being said, review your credit report. Make sure you look at the errors, the inaccuracies, and the negative reports on your score once you pull it up. You can go check on, let's see, you can go check on Experian. You can go check on Credit Karma. These are the most popular ones. And the best one that I like to let y'all know about is, and I like to use is that gives you the proper FICO score is Identity IQ. Identity IQ is going to give you the most proper one, the most proper FICO score. If you don't want to use that, you can use your Credit Karma so you can, I mean, not the Credit Karma, you can go use your Experience so you can kind of gauge and see what you need to do. It'll give you a pretty accurate one. It's more accurate than Credit Karma. Credit Karma full of shit. They lying to y'all with their Credit Karma. It's inflated, it's bullshit. But what I do use Credit Karma for is to see my inquiries. It's easy to see the inquiries. It's easy to see your late payments and so on and so forth. So with that being said, your credit score is made up of the most important thing is your late payment, your payment history, the amount that you owe, the length of your credit history, any amount of new credit your accounts, and just a mixture of all of those that are above. So make sure the most important thing, like I was saying, is the payment history. Make sure you pay your cards and make sure you pay everything on time. Make sure you pay your shit on time, because if you're not paying on time, it's gonna affect, it's 35% of your score. 30% is how much you owe. So you always wanna stay under 30%. I like to say stay under 10%, of what you owe on your card. So if you got a credit card, you got a loan, anything like that, stay under 10%. And here's a little free roots, free game for y'all right now. It's like with these credit cards, you can pay back before the statement date, not the payment date. If you pay before the statement date, they can't see. You can hide your credit. So say you got a $10,000 credit card. If you pay, you spend the whole $10,000, right? If you pay, your payment date is on your second. Just say it's on the second of every month. If you spend the whole $10,000 and you pay back on the first, before that second hits, before they reflect to the credit bureaus, you good. It looks like you never spent that much. It looks like you ain't even touch a thing. So always pay back before the statement date, not the payment date. Little free roots right there, what I'm talking about. And so with that being said, you also want to build your accounts as well. Have the more accounts, the better, because it looks like you're trustworthy. A lot of people won't give you nothing if you only have 1 or 2 accounts on your credit score, on your credit profile. It's more about the credit profile than a credit score. I know people with a 800 but still can't get funding, still can't get a credit card, still can't get into the house that they want, because it's about your profile. Who have you paid before? How many people are you paying? So just understand that. You have to understand that. I'm talking about, you root me. So all about your profile, your credit profile. So with that being said, understanding that's the credit factors, just understanding your history, utilization, the length of your credit history, and any new credit that you might have. You know what I'm saying? So understand that. As far as step number 3, let me let y'all know about step number 3. Be responsible with your credit cards. Utilize the cards wisely. Like I said before, pay it off on time. Make sure you're paying it off on time. Be a good debt manager. So always pay attention. Know that, I don't care if you got to write it down in your notes, you got to put it down in a book, but take a list of all your credit cards, everybody that you owe, and make sure that you got to be responsible. You can't do this shit without being disciplined and responsible. A lot of times in our culture, being black and brown people, we spend our money, we spend it all willy-nilly. We want to go splurge on cars, on jewelry, on trips, and you don't want to pay it back. You got to manage yourself. You got to have a lot of discipline so you can get more. It's not about today. We always think about today. You know what I'm saying? You can play today and shit, you'll be sad tomorrow. So make sure you can play all day forever and ever and ever. You know what I'm saying? Get this cheddar, because everything get better with more cheddar. You root me. So just know that. Make sure that you are a good debt manager. Timely payments. Like I said before, you spend and pay your shit back on time. Avoid overextension. Be mindful of not spending this amount on it, maxing out all your cards, basically. Don't max out all your cards. Spend under 10%, I always like to say. So it'll be easier for you to spend it back and pay it back. it keeps you on that sweet spot. You know what I'm saying? Technically, it's 30%, but 10% to keep safe. You feel me? Because that 30%, that 10% could climb up to 30 in a heartbeat. So make sure that you just continue to grow and stay under 10%. And the next step root four, establish new credit lines. So when you're starting off with credit, or if you already have bad credit, anything like that, you want to establish some new credit lines. So that's the accounts that I was talking to y'all about before. Have some accounts. I like to start with going to Sam's Club. Go to Sam's Club. Go get you a Sam's Club card. You feel me? You rule what I'm saying? Go get you a Sam's Club card. Go spend a little bit on that card, pay it back. Go buy some candy or something, pay it back. As long as you got some traction. It's the easiest one to get is a Sam's Club card. I'm trying to give y'all some free routes. Or a secured card. Use your money. If you got $100, you got $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, go ask your bank, say you want to put your money up and I want to go get a secured credit card or a secured loan. And all it is your own money and spending it and paying it back with your bread. So you put $10,000 on a card, you spend $1,000, you pay it right back. You know what I'm saying? You keep using your own money. So you're recycling your own money. It's not going nowhere. Every time you pay it, every time you spend it, you pay it off. Spend it, you pay it off. And what that does, y'all, is it reports to the credit bureaus like you're responsible and you're building your credit. Now you have more accounts. It's all about your accounts. I like to say 10 to get in. Remember that, 10 to get in. If it ain't about 10 or nothing, 10X, you ain't really doing shit. We trying to 10X our lifestyle, you feel me? Everything got to be 10X. Everything got to be big. So 10 to get in. So go get you a secured credit card. That's the first step. Or a loan. You can go get a loan as well. Any type of loan that you want to put your money on. There's also great credit builder accounts too. So you can go get a lot of credit builder accounts like Uline. I'm giving y'all some free routes. Go to Uline. Go get you a credit a building account real quick. There's another one called what is it? Quiltful. And what that is like, you know, it's all for businesses as well. And I'm giving y'all, you can do business or personal credit. You know, it get deep. So this is for the personal as well, but you know, the business is later. Personal first, so you can be qualified for the business later on. So get your personal shit right, and after the business it's all she wrote, game over. You know what I'm saying? You can get whatever you want, buy whatever you want, and keep on growing, and it won't reflect on your personal. So nowadays we on a whole personal, we on a whole business level now. So I thank God, you know, God done saved us. He let us know financially and being financially knowledgeable about this so we can grow. So even after business, that ain't it though. You got the corporate credit too. Once you got corporate, all right, you can do whatever to the next level. You can go buy buildings for the low. You can, everything, when I say that, it's just higher limits, higher everything. $500,000 cars, $1 million credit limits, corporate, and it would never come back on your personal. You just running it through the LLC. Shout out to Trump. You can go bankrupt if you need to. You know what I'm saying? We running the Trump play. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, if you can't beat them, join them. You got to understand what the great has did before you so you can understand how to do it and how to play. Because it's all a game. America has lied to y'all. I'm trying to tell you, do what I'm telling you to do, and you're going to make your dreams come true. You'll continue to go to a royal path, to a royal lifestyle. So follow the Trump play, get your personal credit cleaned up, and it's all she wrote. So with that being said, you want to continue to monitor it, go get you some secured lines, and go get you some accounts, multiple accounts on there. Maybe pay $100 a month. So what I like to do is I like to build up certain, like I'm building up, I kind of build up about 3 to 5 businesses every 3 months. So when you build these businesses up, when you build your credit up or build people around you credit up, you go get maybe 5 accounts, 10 accounts, depending on how many they got. So 10 to get in, but you probably pay $25, $50 on each account every month. Just pay that. It's gonna report like that $20 is gonna show that you got $1,500 worth of credit though to the credit bureaus. It's gonna give you $1,500 gas cards, Sam's Club amounts, business cards amounts. So it'll show and report that you actually have higher credit limit than you actually do just by paying a little $20, $25 on each person's credit profile. So, I gave y'all a couple. Y'all go look them up. Quiltful, Uline, so on. They got Alley too, and then going to go get a secured line of credit or using your own business credit cards and your own money. So just pay attention to that as well. All right, so step number 5, y'all. Step number 5, you gotta survive. You hear me? So monitor and adjust. Regularly monitor your credit. Keep an eye out for it. Like I said, adjust. Use strategies to progress. Just always continue to look so you don't miss a payment on those accounts that you're paying on too. Because if you miss a payment on those, it'll still report as well. So like I always say, we can't trust you with a little bit. You can't trust you with a lot. So it takes a little bit of responsibility, a little bit of discipline to every month set a day to make sure that you pay, or set it on your phone. You know what I'm talking about? Set an alert right now. Put it in, pay credit on this day so you can grow. Feel me? And it's gonna change your life. In 3 months, you can you can do $1 million in 3 months. I'm trying to tell you. You can do anywhere from $1,000 to $1 million in 3 months, just depending on how your profile is structured. You know what I'm saying? And with Rooster Royalty Nation and financials, what we do is we have a lot of lenders, loan officers. These are our buddies. These are people we go drink with, golf, ride around, and they owe us a lot of favors as well. And we owe them favors because we send a lot of our friends and our family to them. So we get them a lot of funding. And what that does is, shit, if you bring in all your homies and your friends to the lender and to your bankers, it's gonna look good on them. Like they closing deals, they getting loans. So, you technically can't break them off. So we give them gift cards, we take them out to eat, certain things that we help them with. And in essence, in return, what they do is shit. Our approvals a little bit sweeter, you know what I'm talking about? So with that being said, it's an eye for an eye. We send them people, they approve us based on our credit and spending it back, and based on, the love and the loyalty that we have. So like I always say, that relationship is worth more than money. At all times, build relationships with them bankers, build relationships with the bank. I don't care about being friends with none of you niggas, man. I'm trying to tell you, none of you peasants. You understand what I'm saying? I want to build relationships with the banks, and that's the only relationship that I pretty much need, because as long as I got the bank on my side, shit, you can call me Hank because I'm bigger than the bank. You feel me? Yeah, that's how we live, and you got to understand that. Build these relationships, and the bank will give you everything and change your whole fucking life and your family's life, and give you certain products and let you know about. Now that when I walk into the bank, they don't even, hey, how's it going, Roots? How's it going, Mr. Roots? What's going on? Like, I'm smiling from ear to ear. I'm talking about showing all my pearly whites, you know what I'm talking about? And you see the DVs. I'm smiling because I done built that relationship, and they know me. I'm good. My name is good, not just in the streets, but in the corporate suites, you know what I'm saying, in these banks as well. So that being said, just keep your name good, pay it back, and they're gonna continue to bless you. So go ahead and do that, and shit, it's gonna happen for you. You change your whole life. And always, step number 6, you always want to explore financial education. Always explore financial education. You want to learn, you want to live, you want to learn, you want to continue to earn. You hear me? So with that being said, is you want to always, when you go to the bank, you sometimes go to a bank once a week. Ask them if they have any new products for you. Ask them if they have any merchants, any credit merchants, or can you go get a Square? If you selling anything, go get a Square account. It's gonna look better for you, because they're like, oh, he not going nowhere. That relationship is strengthening. You feel me? You read what I'm saying? It's gonna be great, because now that y'all together, you trust it now. So they're gonna, oh, of course I have a merchant for you to go ahead and swipe with. And what that does is it creates traction in your bank. It don't gotta be a lot, $5, $10 a week. Put it in your account. The more traction you got in that bank account, the bigger you beefing up your account. You dig what I'm saying? You root me? So it's gonna be better for you, because now you can go get multiple credit products, multiple credit cards with that bank off the personal, multiple credit cards off the business banks. It's just, they want to give you more shit. You dig what I'm saying? So just make sure that you ask them and become knowledgeable, even with the life insurance too. I got homies that's crazy with the life insurance. You can actually pull money from your life insurance, y'all, and become rich, and not just for you, but for your family. So if anything happens to you, your family's gonna be well off, just off of you pulling, going to get $1 million life insurance. You know what I'm saying? So a little food for thought, a little game, you know what I'm saying? For a lame, you hear me? So just check it out. Hold on. Let me let y'all know it's a big one on roots. So let me give y'all a little bit more game though when it comes to a little bit more roots when it comes to the credit process as well though, Give y'all some roots for the credit process. So these are for people that's have their credit just all the way shot and it's fucked up. You understand what I'm saying? For your credit that's fucked up already, you can dispute the letters. You can dispute the credit. Dispute anything that's on your credit. Bankruptcies, child support, late payments, all these things can be disputed. Evictions, they can be disputed. You understand what I'm saying? You rule me? And the way you dispute them is you use the 609 letter. You got to call you got to call the credit bureaus, call Experian, TransUnion, Equifax, call them. Sometimes you can call them because it's a DIY, so do it yourself. If you don't want to pay us, Roots of Royalty Nation, we only charge a little small fee, let $3,000 get started, but it's worth it because that 3 can turn into 300. So with that being said, but this for y'all do it yourself. So DIY, we got certain letters, 609 letters, and pretty much you'll be sending it. It's a template to where you send it, you mail it off. Go mail it off. And they'll, after about 7 to 14 days, they got 7 to 14 days to respond about that eviction, to respond about that late payment. If they don't respond, then shit, it gets taken off because they have to prove it. They have to prove that you were late. They have to prove that was you because there's a lot of fraud going around. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit. You could be, Roots might be another root. They might be another Kingg Roots, but nah, they ain't never no other Kingg Roots. Now I'm talking about, they ain't never. I'm just saying though, they could be another Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, whatever out there that's using your shit and using your credit. You understand what I'm saying? They can fuck your shit up and fuck your credit up. So with that being said, you send them these letters and they got a certain time to respond. The bank's got a certain time to respond. If they don't respond, it gets wiped and taken off. So with that being said, that's the 609 letters. And when you call and say, hey, you want things removed, you want to dispute, you don't say you want to take them off. You say the word suppressed. You say things like that because it's all about the language you use as well. You got to sound like you know what you're talking about because them people are just people like us too. When they pick up that phone, you might get an asshole that picks up for Experian and be like, I'm not taking this off. I'm not going to even do what he wants me to do. You dig what I'm saying? You rude me. So, sometimes it may take a couple times for you to send that letter in, for you to call, for them to take off inquiries, for you to call, for them to take off evictions, child support. But as long as you try, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be fly eventually. So try until you die. And like I said, it might take 2-3 times, but it'll come off. I'm telling you some good shit. This shit changed my life. So they have to validate that. And that's the Consumer Financial Protection Bureaus. You know what I'm talking about? You file complaints. That's what it is. You basically take them to court. So you can do that. Once you do that, it's good. The Better Business Bureaus, all these people, you have to resolve disputes. You got to learn how to resolve the disputes and take them to court. Like I said, late payments is a big one. That's a kicker. That hurts a lot of people. So just know that you want to take those late payments off. That's a big one, a huge one. So with the deletion process, like I told you, you want to send the deletion and dispute letters to the bank. You can mail them or you can call. I like to mail though. Mailing is one of the best ones because after a while, like when you mail, they have to take it off because they can't not say they didn't get this letter. You feel me? They got this letter. They got this mail. You mailed it to the right address. And we got the address, we got the location, and we got the letter. So if y'all need them, come holler at Kingg Roots. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you your fruits. You root me. So, like I said, it could take 7 to 14 days. Just be patient. Be patient. You want to organize and review all the information because a lot of the times as well, you have old addresses that's on your credit report. You have a lot of old information that they don't have right, that's not correct. So it's as simple as just sending in a letter like, that's not my address, that's not me, I'm not there anymore, that's not me. And they'll take it off. Little roots for you. On roots. We talked about the cleaning your the secured loans. We talked about the primary accounts, those primaries, the 10 accounts that I talked to you about. You know what I'm saying? So you root me, that's gonna go crazy. The self-lending programs to build your credit. So I gave y'all the self-lending programs, to build your own credit. And a matter of fact, I'm gonna give you a good one that's gonna change your whole life. Y'all ready for it? Y'all ready for these roots, y'all? Okay. CreditStrong.com. Go to Credit Strong. It's gonna build it up strong. Damn near like me, you know what I'm saying? But it's gonna build it up to where whatever you have on your credit, go apply for Credit Strong. It's gonna build it up. Do it for 3 months. Apply. Maybe it's like you can do maybe like $40 a month, something like that. But go to Credit Strong. It's gonna beef up. It's gonna be showing reports on your credit report on your credit every month, and that's one of the most reliable ones that I've used. And whether business or personal, it's gonna beef it up for you. And a lot of people use trade lines. They think these trade lines are just gonna shoot your whole credit score to the top. Yeah, a trade line can help you, but it's not. Nowadays they caught on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people fuck the game up. We fuck the game up because we got help. And them trade lines ain't doing nothing but causing red flags. It's shooting your credit up, but it's not strong. They can see you piggybacking. A lot of banks can see you actually piggybacking off somebody else and seeing that you don't have any accounts, but your credit score is 800. And it's a weak 800 because somebody else credit scores on your shit. So make sure that you got accounts reporting with the methods and the ways and the rotations that we've already discussed. Do those first, build at least 10 accounts, then go use a trade line. And a lot of the times the trade line, the key to the trade line is you need good age and have a trade line that reports maybe 5 to 10 years. You feel me? Something age and a high limit. So maybe 30,000, 40, 50,000 for about 6, 7, 8 years. That's a good trade line to have. Not 1, 2 years, 50,000. That's dry. Just to shoot your credit score up. They can see that. So make sure it's a recommended and a reputable and a reliable trade line. Even if you use somebody else's trade line and you can be 20 years old, but you got a 20-year trade line, it doesn't make sense. It has to make sense with your age too. They can see how old you are. The bank's not crazy. These credit bureaus, these lenders are not crazy. They're not stupid. Use your sense. Go get a reliable trade line. And I'm gonna give y'all a good trade line website to go to too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all after this one, y'all need to take me out to eat or something. You feel me? Just do something for me. You understand what I'm saying? But go to TradelineSupply.com. Tradeline Supply, they got some bomb ass trade lines on there. I'm telling you, go check it out. They got some really good ones, and it's gonna help you grow. And you can even subscribe and sign up to be a trade line supplier. So if you got some high credit cards out there already sitting up, boom, get on there. You can sell them to other people. You can make money every month just off of having good credit. So after you get your credit up, I'm telling y'all, the sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying? You're going to shoot to the stars. I'm talking about hop on Mars. You feel me? So that's what's rooting. That's what's booting. So with that being said, them age trade lines is the key, the recommended ones after you build your credit profile to where it needs to be. So that was last but not least. You understand me? And this was the roots and the foundation and the royal roots to a royal lifestyle. With this episode right here, I hope this changed y'all life. I hope this helped y'all. Follow this, like, comment, subscribe, and just watch this video, man. It's going to change your life. It's Kingg Roots reaping my fruits. You know what I'm saying? The royal way, not the spoil way. Y'all tap in, root up with me. Come holler at me if you want to learn more. And I could fast track your whole lifestyle. Like I said, 1 million in 3 months, 90 days, y'all. Come holler at me. If you're an artist, you're an athlete, you're an entrepreneur, businessman, whatever you are, come holler at me. We're going to put it together. And it's about we. It ain't about me. So everybody around you needs to have good credit because your shit might be down for a couple months because you already went ham. You went crazy. You understand me? So you might have to sit down and let your sister, your wife, your cousin, your friends, your family, and build them up. Now y'all got the sauce. Y'all got the roots. Go ahead and go get them fruits, you know what I'm saying? Bring it back to the family and grow together because we powerful together, you know what I'm saying, in any weather. on Roots. That was episode 10, Big 10, baby. The royal lifestyle, the roots to a royal lifestyle, man. Y'all stay royal to the soil. Roots!